24th meeting. If there are no additions or corrections to the minutes, we will entertain a motion to approve as written.
So moved.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Item number 1. Can you read item number 1 for me, please? Fikes, please.
Yes, the first item will be, I don't want to butcher it, but it's Takiria Tafoya. So, yeah, I don't want to butcher it.
Can you state your name and address for the record, please? Okay, and what's the address to the location for the business?
Address is 3947 Disney Valley Parkway.
Okay. All right, Detective Fikes, are there any incidents at this location? Detective Fikes, any incidents at this location?
At this time, honestly, we cannot check into it, so I will not be able to give any input on that one.
Okay. All right, Mr. Lowe, does the applicant meet zoning?
Yes, the property is zone qualified commercial district, and it does meet zoning.
Ms. Brown, being that it's a new business, are they good on taxes and revenue?
Yes, they're good on taxes and revenue.
All right, is there anyone in the audience here to speak for the item or against the item? Seeing that it's none, okay, this applicant presented to the Echo Highlands on 7/6/23. 13 was in attendance to oppose, 11 support. The neighborhood voted to support the request for the sale of beer at this location. The neighborhood reviewed a letter from Mr. Tafoya? Tafoya, showing he was only, cannot make this out, only beer within his, okay, but the neighborhood is in support of it. I can't, the writing got a little jumbled here. So does any committee members have any questions for the applicant?
Motion to approve.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, that item passes out of committee, and we'll send it to the full council for a vote, and my staff will be in touch with you when you need to come to city council meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next item, please, Detective Fitz. Could you read the next item for me?
Next item will be Birmingham Barons, 1401 First Avenue South, Jonathan Nelson.
All righty, can you come to the podium and state your name and address for the record, please?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. State your name and address for the record.
Jonathan Nelson, Birmingham Barons, 1401 First Avenue South, Birmingham 35233.
All right, and could you just give us a little brief description what you guys are doing?
Absolutely. The Barons organization went through an ownership change last September, and this is part of the process as we operate Regions Field for the Barons baseball season and non-game day events. Liquor license transfer to the new ownership group, which is Diamond Baseball Holdings.
Okay. All right. Mr. Lowe, does the applicant meet zoning?
Zone B4 Central Business District, and that meets zoning.
Okay, Ms. Brown, are they in good standing with taxes and revenue?
Yes, they're in good standing.
And Detective Fikes, are there any incidents at this location?
At this time, I will not be able to give any input.
Okay, thank you. Does any committee members have questions for the Barons?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, that item passes. We will send it to the full council for a vote, and my staff person will be in touch with you and let you know when it goes to the council agenda.
Thank you.
Thank you. All righty. The next item we have on the agenda, and it looks like we have the chief with us. It is a intergovernmental agreement between the Housing Authority of the Birmingham District and the City of Birmingham for a community safety partnership. This agreement for the provision of the police services is made and entered into by and between the Housing Authority and the Birmingham District. Hereafter, HABD and the City of Birmingham, Alabama Municipal Corporation. After the city for the purpose of forming community safety partnership task force for the provision of law enforcement services at designated properties of authority. And Chief Thurman is here. Chief, can you come and tell us something about this item?
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon. Scott Thurman, Service Chief of Police, Birmingham Police Department. So this is just to get a new agreement between the Birmingham Police Department and the Housing Authority Birmingham Division. It's a 2-year agreement where we will have additional police services to cover those housing communities in the city of Birmingham.
Okay, and which communities are there, Chief?
Ma'am?
Which communities?
All the HABD communities.
Okay, all right, any committee members have any questions for Chief Thurman?
Thank you. Hey, Chief, how you doing?
Can I hear you?
Good. So with our last agreement that we had with HABD, and this might be more of a question for some of your colleagues in the back, how does this differ? It looks like to me that there are less officers in this.
So the first contract read, it said up to 14 officers. This one defines specific number of officers, which is a total of 7, a lieutenant and a sergeant.
Okay, so that's a total of 9, right?
Yes, sir.
And so are these officers working certain hours?
They have a specific shift. I mean, that their sole assignment is working the housing communities. They don't work anywhere else for Birmingham Police Department. That's all they work. That way, they have a good relationship between the manager, the residents, and all the HABD employees. So it's important that they have the same officers working day in and day out to build those relationships. And they're doing a lot of community events. For example, the one we just had, barbers with the kids. We brought in a bunch of barbers to cut the kids' hairs at the beginning of spring break. And our officers there were there to offer just good tips on conflict resolution, just building relationships with the kids having any problems so they can assist them with that as well. So it's more than just policing. It's really more of a relationship building program. I mean, they do proactive policing and do, take action when needed, but a lot of it's just relationship building. And the results that we've seen is double-digit decreases in violent crime in the housing communities as a result.
Okay. There also is a section of this contract that specifically mentions camera feeds to the RTCC.
Yes, sir.
So, a couple questions. One is that something that's not currently being done?
It's already being done, and that's another pivotal piece in reducing the crime as well. That's been, for as long as I can remember, those feeds have been coming in. They just want to say they want to continue to come into the Real-Time Crime Center.
Okay. Are we sharing that with the MAC?
We should be, because we're linked through Fusus, so they can share. We can share each other's information.
Okay. And then the cost of $4,000 and change per month seemed extremely low. Is that? Am I
Talking about for
misreading
vehicle costs, sir? That might be it's maintenance, fuel, and repair for the police
that?
vehicles.
Okay, so that's not.
I think the total cost per month is about $86,000.
Okay.
$86,000.
Okay.
Yeah. So HABD wanted a breakdown of salary versus vehicle costs, and so we broke it out that way so they could see how are we coming up with that dollar amount to charge them.
Okay. Thank you.
No, ma'am, I'm good.
Okay, Chief, I just got one request. When you guys do your community events, can you, get that information passed along to me?
The ones that
Like
we've
when
done
you-
or we are going to do in the future?
Well, I know you did the barber shop, but I mean, like, you got any future events planned coming down the pipeline, for the housing, with the housing units and BPD?
I don't know of any at the moment.
Okay.
And they're kind of, some of them are put on by HAB and they ask us to participate.
Okay.
And then some are put on by us and we partner with them. So, but we can get you that information moving
Okay.
forward.
Because I would love to share it with some of the organizations that we building, the ecosystem out with to so they can come and people can know who they are to share those resources.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
I'll stay in contact with HABD as well. And, making sure we getting our other partners that are out on the ground to reduce violence involved in all of this.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Chief. I
Yes, ma'am.
appreciate it.
I did have one question.
Go ahead.
So I see where it says that the BPD will provide a monthly statistic and productivity report.
Yes.
That will include the Real-Time Crime Center. Is that something that will also be given to us as well? Or is that going straight to HABD?
Not normally. That information is just in partnership with HAB to try to fight crime. It's it wasn't something that has been shared with the council.
Got you. Could that be shared with us, or?
A version of it, I'm sure it could be shared with the council, but we have to coordinate with our GA team.
Got you. All right.
All right, thank you, Chief, I
What's
appreciate
in
it.
that information?
I couldn't hear you.
What is in that information?
Well, there are multiple reports in the agreement. There's daily logging, there's weekly and monthly, and so there's different information in each one, but mainly it's for HABD to understand what safety hazards, crimes, et cetera, are occurring on the different properties, and to provide them information to just be proactive in operating.
A lot of it's gonna be statistical, so you would take one property and you look at 2023 versus 2024, and you'd have your Part 1 offenses to show an increase or decrease, and then what is your overall total Part 1 increase or decrease is really the main part there.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Chief. Thank you. Chief Smiley. All right, that's it, Chief, that's all I have for you.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, old business, new business,
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
All right.